Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast. The podcast where we talk about games and gaming. All of your up-to-date, across-the-board video game news delivered in one simple stop right here at You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast YouTube channel. Featuring your hosts, Locarthemanbeast. Also featuring me, the LobsterDust. Cheers, everybody, and welcome to another great week and happy Monday.
Absolutely.
Locar, take it away.
I didn't look up anything on any gaming news. See you next week.
Dungeon Crawler Curl.
Yeah, we'll just start with book club. What did we say? We got to get to the dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we gotta. You gotta stretch, warm up. We've got to get limber, and you've got to get used to waiting.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A lot of the waiting though is because 45 minutes we have to think about what we need to talk about, and then it all clicks in, and then the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it has to happen organically.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You want to take it back to the first episodes where we had stuff written down and we were trying to hit talking points?
God, I was so bored.
Anyways, did you not this page? That's not the page I want to read up. Did you happen to see? No, dude, I got a question. I got a question. I don't know if it's a question,
okay,
or not. How do you shop? I feel like shopping is a really good way to find out, like, what's the meat and potatoes of the area that you're in, right? What kind of people are you really dealing with?
Okay. Oh man, this is a tough question because I think it would determine on what I'm shopping for. Okay, if it's groceries, I'm in and out, dude. I am like, I know what I need. I'm not perusing aisles. I'm also not shopping when I'm hungry because that's just a bad decision. That's where you end up with like $400 in a cart, and you're just like, I'm not going to eat any of this. And then you like finish shopping and then still go to like McDonald's because you don't feel like cooking, you know?
Where do you go though?
Where do I go for shopping?
Yeah.
I've recently rediscovered Costco for groceries.
Costco is great.
God,
okay. That almost answers like everything that I was like questioning right there.
I
haven't been to Costco in a long time.
Uh-huh.
And now that makes sense. You've given me like the piece of the puzzle already. Continue.
I was gonna say, other than that, like if I had to do grocery stores, like I'm a huge fan of Rayleigh's. Like I like Rayleigh's, but it's because I like their produce. Like I don't give a shit. Like boxes and cans. Like I don't really cook with a lot of that stuff anyway. But like if I need something in a box or a can, I'll get that shit at Winco. I don't care where it comes from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like fresh items, like I'd like to find a place that has like good meats as a butcher, and then like fresh produce that's like I can at least trust isn't going to be disgusting and wilted like within a couple days. But other than that, I mean, when it comes to groceries, I'm just like in and out. I'll even do the thing where it's like you put the order in online and then you just show up. Like I don't need to shop when it comes to groceries. Now,
see,
go ahead.
This all stemmed from me going to a Rayleigh's, but going to a Rayleigh's like near my work, like on the way home. I was like, I'll just stop by there. And while I was in there, it was just every single person was fucking weird.
Oh,
and not just like not just like the kind of people like you're gonna deal with people that's like they have no like spatial awareness.
Sure.
So they're taking up like an entire aisle with their cart and they're like lost in the sauce. But it wasn't even just that. It's just like weird people. I had this guy, this also parlays into another thing. But I had this guy that was like, I could hear him from 3 aisles over looking at ice cream. He sounded like a mixture of in like the Hunt Showdown.
Okay.
Like you're outside like the butcher's room and you hear him like rustling around in there. But he also kind of sounded like the King Onion guy from Overcooked, just like okay. And when I finally got there and I saw him, I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? And he's just like, he's looking at different kinds of ice creams and just getting fucking pumped. Now, I also had just taken my sunglasses off and didn't have like my glasses on, and I'm realizing like I need my glasses because I, for like the second time in 2 weeks, have made judgments about people, and then when I get closer, I realize that they are mentally handicapped.
Oh,
like,
gotcha. Yeah.
Like that's why he's so fucking juiced about the ice cream. Like this dude's just fucking having a time. He's like, look, I've never seen Rocky Road like this. But here or there, he was not like an outlier. Like every like the. I'm not an elitist, but there's a certain kind of
racist, but
no, there's a certain kind of like poor though that you see.
Okay,
like
yeah,
like a. I would like classify it as like generational poverty. Kind of brings them to that level where it's like that's all they've ever. God, this sounds bad, but it's like you get what I'm saying.
I want you to finish this so bad.
No,
I want you to finish this so bad because it sounds terrible.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, I know. No, I mean just like they're in pajamas and they're shopping, and their shopping cart consists of like just like box dinners, microwavable dinners, like that.
Yes.
Like it is like a like they just operate here. That's all they've known. That's all they care to know. You know?
They probably grew up in a situation where there was no one that cooked or anything. So like still to this day, they know how to make a like mean box mac and cheese. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they like Stouffer's lasagna, like family, like this will feed us for a week, like that kind of like. I'm not like trying to like, it's just like you can tell based off of just their shopping cart alone, and then you compound that with like just like how they present themselves on the outside. I'm just digging holes.
You're digging holes. You're digging holes because realistically,
the whole Rayleigh's was like that, and in my head, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I'm clearly doing something wrong. And I thought maybe it's like, do people who aren't like this, like do like the shop ahead where they order online, they pull them, they get their like pickup and they get the fuck out. But then I realized up in Reading, I did almost all of my shopping at Costco, and that was a pleasant experience.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Well, I will also say like it will also have to do. It has to do a lot with like demographic, like where you're at, and then it has a lot to do with time frame. I will not do grocery shopping at the end of the day when everybody's getting off of work because that's when all the fucking weirdos show up. I also
it was like 4 p.m.
I also won't do any of the shopping when you know that's like probably a payday cycle or like the 1st through the 5th or the 1st through the 7th, time period. It's like I'm not going to do shopping then, or like I actively avoid places like Walmart. When
like the fucking plague.
You know that there's a time frame because that's when everybody's fucking there or whatever. I will do midday or early morning Walmart shops or like fucking dirt ass late at night. Like, yeah, you get weirdos at Walmart but it's like sparse. There's only a handful of people available. So instead of a whole store packed with weirdos, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it all depends on what I'm shopping for. Groceries is a different ballgame because I don't like being in grocery stores because like you said, it's just people just unaware of their surroundings. Like everybody is just like picking things up and standing there and reading boxes and shit. Like my whole thing is like, I need oil. I know exactly. I've been using the same type of olive oil for 10 years. I'm going to go in and pick up that olive oil. I need tomatoes for this. I'm going to grab a vine. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in there searching, looking for like, I'm not window shopping. Like I would be like, oh, I need a new shirt. Oh, this looks like a nice shirt. Like I know what I'm fucking getting when I go to the grocery store.
This leads me to another thing. Why can't a Rayleigh's be a Rayleigh's across the board?
What do you mean? Oh, how they look?
You ever walk in and just like how they're arranged?
Oh yeah. But right? that's every store. Every store. We just went to
get it together. Make it just like fucking stand alone. Like, hey, bakery on that side. If you just It should be. You can even have like some variations, but if I see the bakery on that side and the deli on that side, or flip flop, I should know how the middle works.
The rest of all of it works. Yeah, I just throw it in
like
reverse.
Frozen food's always in the middle. That's always right there, right? So, based on that, and you have like that's generally how it is. If you give me those two pieces of information, I should be able to figure out my route quite easily. I fucking hate it when you go into a store and you're like, Rayleigh's or Safeway. And then you go and you start wondering like, what? No. Every other place I've been, it's this.
Or it's not even just that. Like, we understand that they're a different company. The thing that pisses me off, and not the layout that pisses me off, it's that like some people like Rayleigh's will associate like certain box foods or goods with like in a certain genre, so it'll be on an aisle, but you'll go to a Safeway and they associate it with something different. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And then so you're just looking for that one item. You're like, I have no fucking idea. I'm going through the list. Like, okay, well, sometimes you use this in Italian food, so maybe I should check with the pastas. You know?
Yeah,
it's like stuff like that. That's where like
the ethnic aisle, where all of a sudden like it's usually there, like because this place is just ethnically more ethnic. It's in like its regular spot. Also, if you're putting stuff on the end cap, also put it where it belongs to be too. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be there and be like, where is it? I know it should be here. Then you ask somebody like, oh, it's an end cap on the end of like by the shrimp or some shit like that.
So a couple weeks ago, I went to Winco to just grab some stuff because we were in Vacaville and there's a Winco.
Winco, I think, is the best.
Winco
layout is always the same.
Always the same.
Across the board.
But I was looking for just like garlic chips, like already like, you know, the glass
like
jar.
Dehydrated?
No, not dehydrated, but like the glass jar of like garlic chips. You know what I mean? Or the not garlic chips, but what the hell?
Like
minced garlic. Yeah, just because I needed something. I just like I didn't want to have to fight chopping up garlic for an hour. The only place in the world this garlic was on its own garlic thing, like off the side of like produce or whatever, on its own little end cap. Nowhere else, anywhere else in the store was it. I hunted up and down aisles for like 10 minutes until I finally found someone. I was like, where the hell is the minced garlic? The guy's like, oh yeah, it's over on that end cap. And it was the only thing on that end cap. And I was like, okay.
Like, two like produce bins over, that's where like the garlic and the onion is.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. Like, get it close.
Yeah, exactly. It was, not even remotely close. Because all of like the stuff that would be in the ground, potatoes, onions, garlics and stuff was all in like one section, and that thing was on the far end, you know? And not only that, but underneath the garlic is like another end cap, but it's like filled with like random whatever, like fucking like guacamole packs and like French onion dip stuff. And it's like, put the things that I need right there.
Yeah.
This is us getting old, complaining about grocery shopping.
Dude, I spent my entire day feeling old and being old. I'm like doing shit and stuff like that. Dan Anderson hits me up out of the blue and he's like, hey, what are you doing? You want to come over for poker night? I was like, I simply don't have the time, Dan. And to be honest, I don't know where everybody else finds it.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I just don't, Dan. I work and I feel like I'm not catching up and I blah, blah, blah. And he's like, dude, I feel you, bull. And we had like a therapy session, just texting back and forth about how fucking like we work and then like fucking inflation, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying, dude. I'm like, no, don't even get me started on taxes. Oh, fucking blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no. I said, and when the fuck did it cost so much money just to keep a lawn green? And he's like, motherfucker, dude, I just had to buy a bunch of fertilizer. And then like after 40 minutes I was like, is this what poker's gonna be like? Because I might come to poker. If we can just vent and bitch, I think I need that.
It's a therapy session. It's not poker, it's just therapy.
I know. He's all, dude, I play golf too, and that's all I do. It's not even about drinking or hitting the ball anymore.
I saw this was it TikTok or Instagram or something? It was like, all right, time to talk about it. What's the one thing that like you saw that you know is there, but like no one else believes you, and like it duets to somebody else? And he's like, my motherfucking paycheck. Like, I know it was there. Like, that bitch is a unicorn. Like, I saw the hours. I know I showed up. And did the time. Like, you know what? Someone else was talking about that hit me in a weird way, and it was kind of weird. When was the last time you saw white dog poop?
In the Step Brothers movie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. See, now we're gonna tinfoil hat it. I think it's like shit, like what's in the actual food.
Yeah, you know? Dude, 100%, man. Something's wrong. Because that was the thing back in the day, man. Everywhere you went, it was white dog shit.
Yeah, white dog shit fucking everywhere.
Outside the apartment in Sacramento, first off, they refuse apparently to clean the dog shit out of the dog park, and so there's just been like how you would.
Which is sick because you're right next to it.
Oh, it's so fucking foul, especially in the summertime when it's just cooking. Like what you would imagine raking up a pile of leaves to look like is just a pile of dog shit in that thing. Oh, dude, it's foul.
Makes me a little nauseous. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. It's foul. And like you walk by and you're like, everybody's like, oh god, it smells like dog shit. Did you miss the mound of fucking 2-foot high dog shit just piled right at the fence line? Not in the middle of the park where like maybe it just dissipates before it hits it. No. Just right at the edge where the fucking walkway and my stairs are. I've told them, like, I've talked to the office too, like, hey, can you get someone to fucking clean this up? This has been here for like 3 months. Oh yeah, we'll get the landscapers. No one ever fucking touches it. It's foul. Foul, dude. Foul.
Yeah.
But also no white dog shit at all.
Yeah.
And you would imagine by that point, it'd be fuzzy.
It's gotta be like preservatives in the food or something. Like something is getting through there that's not allowing, and that's why watch what you feed your dogs. Yeah. That's why I swear to God.
It is a weird
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Fucking pedigree dog food. I swear to God. Fucking we had this is, bear with me. This is going literally nowhere. It's just a rant against pedigree dog food. So growing up, we had we bred Jack Russell Terriers. We also had like we had a half wolf, half German Shepherd named Chance. We had a couple golden retrievers here and there. They all got just like the pedigree dog food from fucking Costco because that's just what we got. Right. Our neighbors also had dogs, and they also had pedigree dog food. All of our dogs got tumors in the same spot that would start on the outside of their ribs. And it'd grow and they'd resect it, and it'd come back until by the time it's on the inside of the ribs, now you can't really do much on it because you're not going to fucking like carve into their ribs and stuff like that. And then they all of them had to be put down at relatively old age, but all had the same tumors, and so did our neighbors. And we're like tinfoil hat, like fucking pedigree dog food puts shit in there that's bad for. Like, clearly, it's not great for dogs.
No, but. I mean, when you're also living on a budget.
Well, they did have white dog shit back then.
They did have white dog shit.
And so you can only imagine how much worse it's getting, kids.
Well, here's the thing. No one's really feeding their dogs pedigree dog food anymore. Like that brand still exists, but it's really infrequent that you find people feeding pedigree dog food to their dogs. Especially since like the whole holistic chant came out and like, this is so much better. It's the kale for dog food. You know what I mean? Like Bible Buffalo or like, wilderness, like, stuff like that. And it's like, yes, it is better quality. It's much high quality food for the dogs that they probably need. But then the question is like, how does a company like Pedigree still stay in business?
Yeah, they're out there. They're out there.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is we are getting to that age now where it's okay to sit on the lawn and yell at kids as they go by. Like we're getting to that point. Like we're bitching about things like grocery stores days.
I bitch about fucking Honda Civics with mufflers. Like, the fuck you doing? It doesn't fucking mean shit. Like it annoys me. You think you're cool? We all think you're dumb.
Yeah.
And then like their loud ass fucking music. Their fucking subs are rattling the trunk. I'm like, turn it the fuck down. You're being an idiot. Like, what are you doing? Who are you trying to impress?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Like, that's me.
Yeah. No, my favorite thing is like, I used to keep, like rubber spacers and stuff. Like whenever you hear one go by, like just, hey, go stick 2 of these in your damn.
Yeah. Just get that license plate down.
Just knock it down, dude. Cause it sounds like trash. It may sound good inside, but that's because you can't hear the outside. The outside sounds awful.
I say that. I do say that, but I was pulling into, I think it was the same time that I drove by the GameStop and saw that GameStop was closed. But I was in the Placerville parking lot right there at that Safeway. And for whatever reason, I was like, God, this just makes me, and I turned on the Carter 3 and I went to like a milli and just as loud as my speakers would go, and I had decent speakers in my car, but even they were like, "What are you doing?" Oh, Millie, just for old time's sake, though. Like I realized, like I looked like an idiot probably, but I was lost in the sauce. Nostalgia had me.
If you had to do one for old time's sake thing again, what would that thing be? Just the one.
Oh, ecstasy. just take me to a fucking. They don't have them anymore, but if you could take me back to like one of those like old like raves, just drum and bass show, it doesn't even have to be like a full rave, but like an old like drum and bass show with like maybe 2 DJs and just melt my brain. Have some fucking girl that's arms are covered in candy come up with light gloves and just make me go cross-eyed for 45 minutes. Like, give me that.
I know we say that a lot. I don't know if that would be the choice that I would go with.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
sounds like it, but I'm sure as soon as the heart's like, nope,
I don't want to do that. Never again.
I might actually have a heart condition. This is smart.
I want to do like the Monterey trips we used to take, or like the Santa Cruz trips, where like me, Jeremy, and Aaron would just like get in the car and just drive to like, you know, Monterey,
the boardwalk.
To the boardwalk and just go walk around for the day or whatever. Just like those random nonstop party cups night. You know what I mean? Where it's just like snag a person and just go somewhere for a day. You know what I mean? Like no restrictions, no worry about anything. Like, hey, what are you doing today? Nothing. I'm off. Cool. Get in the car. Let's go to San Francisco. You know what I mean? That's the nostalgia trip I want. I'm gonna go throw chinchillas off of Pacifica Cliffs again.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think it's just me. It might be just me. I don't think those exist anymore. Not even because
chinchillas?
of us. No. No, I mean like going to like San Francisco. Like I don't even want to go to San Francisco. I have no interest to go there. Santa Cruz maybe, but also I think that's could be me. Could be me. I think that's youth, you know? I think that's like, oh, things are nice. I think if I got there now, I'd be like, oh, these fucking kids are running everywhere. Like fucking like, why is it so fucking hot? Why is it this? I think I'm just a bitchy old man. That's what it is. It is
okay.
Me.
I'm all right. I'm definitely okay with that. I'm okay getting to the point now where I'm just the bitchy old man. Because
even the money though. Even the money. You know? I feel like it used to be like you could go to like the Santa Cruz boardwalk, you could buy a ticket and you could fuck off and like probably get out of there for under $100.
Yeah.
But nowadays I feel like if you're even like trying to get like a drink, some food, and play a few games and go on some rides, it's still gonna be like fuck the gas and everything. Just there at that point is gonna be $200 to $300.
That's the worst part about it too, because like when you look at it like that, it's like if I'm going to spend $200 or $300, I'm not going to do it at the boardwalk.
No, exactly.
I would rather go someplace else. Like,
you know, you could throw $20 worth of gas and drive all fucking day, go wherever you want.
Swear.
Now it's 40 there and 40 back.
Yeah, well, if that,
it's everything, dude.
I get so angry.
Back in our day.
So check this out. Will was telling me this last night, or was it today? I think it was today we were having this conversation. We're actually transitioning into video games now. We're going to have this conversation.
Okay.
In its entirety, the total number of Call of Duty that has been played worldwide. Okay, this number came out.
You mean like hours?
25 billion hours of Call of Duty has been played.
Of all of Call of Duty.
Of all of Call of Duty. 25 billion hours. Which is
kids, that's a low number because they can't even account for like the people who played it like before it was all online. And
exactly. That's speculation too. So it's whatever's, which equals, it's equivalent to 2.85 million years. As of current, we have collectively played more Call of Duty than humans have been alive on this planet. You want to talk about
a moment of silence, please. Okay. I just wanted everybody to bask in that fucking information just for a second. And if that doesn't make you and all of the human race feel gross about yourself,
yeah,
go look in a mirror. Get your priorities straight. That's obscene.
That's obscene. Not only is that obscene, and this is where we like talk about getting old or whatever. What is it about Call of Duty? I can't find that.
Used to be.
Okay, sure. I did my part back during the old school days.
I mean, zombies counts. Dude, tell me about me, you, and Kyle Myers sitting in his apartment playing fucking zombie runs, just trying to see who could get up to like level 342 using a PPSH. And
I don't even remember if
MG42.
was that high. I think the highest that we'd ever pumped was like 85 or 86 back in the day.
No, we used to get up there. We used to get up. We'd get like to like the almost hundreds, but then we started using the traps. See, we would sit there, we'd do the rotate, and at the end we would come out. But once you start like running and using the traps and cycling them through there and making that your last stand, we start getting a lot higher.
That is right.
But I mean, like, we spent hours per night, every night of the week. There's got
to be a way to check it. I know there is a way on Steam. I know that they have something for the API that tells you your total hours played of all the games collectively in your Steam library.
I don't want to know that number.
I kind of want to know that number. That kind of sounds like
I don't want to know your number.
Yeah, that might be gross.
No matter what, it's going to be gross. Your number's going to be obscene. Because there's a part of me that would look at that number and just think like, man, if I dedicated anything else in my life for this amount of time, I would be a professional.
See, that's
that foreign language.
Oh my God.
You're speaking beyond fluent. That is full immersion in the culture if you're dedicating like a foreign language to that amount of time.
Okay,
but instead, I'm playing Shower with Your Dad Simulator because somebody bought it for me and I'm giggling for an hour and a half, you know?
Well, see, that's the one that might actually kick me in the balls a little bit, is that you may not have all these hours, because like I'll play like a stupid Steam game or whatever for like an hour. Like, not a big deal. 2 hours even if playing with friends. You think how many little ones like that add up? But then I keep going back and I'm thinking of like the ones that I've put in like 800 hours, or like Cliff's like 12,000 hours of fucking Dota, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the thing is, I feel like if you took like the really high quality games and then you put it up against like whatever your niche is, nobody else understand it.
Yeah.
Like Cliff with Dota, we don't fucking get it. You with 7 days,
I mean,
I get it, but it's like everybody. It's like it's never like a widely agreed upon game.
No,
it's like usually like the game of the year, like the Elden Rings. Like there's probably dwarfs in comparison to like whatever niche game it is.
I agree.
That's sucking the most of your time.
See, that's another big one.
Will with Hell Let Loose.
Yes,
it's like everybody has that one fucking game.
Because that's also another big thing that like I always love is like when you find the people that do have their love in their video games, like their specific, not just genre, but like like Sean posted something today in one of our Discord group chats between Aaron and Pad for like WoW or whatever, and like World of Warcraft is introducing like player housing, and they're going to start introducing player housing where you can just kind of set a plot up wherever and like you go that whole thing. And it's one of the things that like I made a joke about it, but I think Sean was just trying to be like, look at what they're doing, you know, type of thing to kind of like reference it. But like, I'm so jaded and old now. I just look at anything WoW and I'm like, harumph. But my whole thing was like, you know, Blizzard's like, look at what we did. We made player housing for people. And like the community is like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like Blizzard is the GOAT. And it's like, dude, like they're also introducing something in a 25-year-old game that has been like done 100 times by other games. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not innovative or new or anything like that, but because it's in that game, now everybody's like over the moon about it. And it just goes back to like, there are some people like World of Warcraft is their game and will always just be their game. You know what I mean? And that's
got to be like the number one worldwide
for MMOs. Oh, for sure.
No, I mean like for like time across the board for people who's just like, no, this is my time sync game. That's got to be.
I would agree to that wholeheartedly. There's no way. There's no way that World of Warcraft doesn't just beat. I mean, think about it. A game that has been existing since 2004, with the amount of people that still play it, the amount of live streams go on, the amount of money that they bring in from it, the amount of subscriptions every time that there's a new expand, like that game has got to capitalize every number out there. Like if we're worried about what Call of Duty has achieved, I can only imagine, because there are people that still have their accounts and characters like Sean Bindlegop is like an original character from Vanilla Warcraft in 2004 with however many hours have existed. Yeah, dude.
I always I know World of Warcraft's been out for a long time, but then when you put the 2004 to it, man, does it really put it in perspective.
Yeah, dude. Because, I mean, you just think about it. When we say, 10 years ago, a decade ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were still out of high school a decade ago. Well out of high school a decade ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're coming up on 2 decades of being out of high school next year.
Stunt Hard Nights and Jaegers were already over and closed.
But done. Yeah, a decade ago we were no longer stunt harding. We'd already given up on Folsom a decade ago.
At one point we put on our Tuesday shoes for the last time and we never really knew it.
Dude, it's that sad thing. It's like, have you ever seen, oh man, you talk about have you ever seen those things where it's like, why don't men cry during this thing or whatever? Oh, they have no emotion. And then cuts to the next scene that's like a guy or whatever. And the one that got me, I saw, it was on a gaming Reddit thread or whatever. It was like, fucking, why does the guy cry or whatever? And then the next scene was like, all right, man, I'll see you on tomorrow. And it's last online 12 years ago. And it's like, oh, dude, oh no! Oh, it hurts so bad.
Yep. Getting old sick, dude.
Dude, absolutely. Love getting old, dude. Love getting old.
Sick.
Why not, right? There will be a day, and this is real life. I mean, I don't want it to be real life, but there's a day that there will be a day that I turn on my computer for the last time, or I don't buy a new game. You know what I mean? I mean, I've already kind of gotten to the point where I'm not buying new games.
Yeah.
But and not only that, there's going to be a point where there's going to be a day that I just don't end up playing with friends anymore. The only time that I have to play video games is by myself for an hour a night. You know what I mean? I plug in and just get to see the pretty colors before I realize, holy shit, I'm so tired. I just go to bed.
That was me last night. I literally you're like, no pod tonight. I was like, all right, well then maybe I'll game. I was planning on being on just a couple hours, and it's a Friday night.
Right.
Hey, who's gaming? I got a 6-pack of Corona on the way home because I was just in case we were playing. I know I wanted to drive a Dodge Charger in Need for Speed and just be in Discord drinking Corona and just playing fucking Fast and the Furious music.
Okay.
And then just nobody was on. I booted it up. I played for 10 minutes. I just walked back out and Janet goes like, "What are you doing? I thought you were gonna play games." It's like, "Oh, my friends are on." She's like, "Oh, come here.
Dude.
Are you sad?" I was like, "A little bit."
That one might actually be the hard thing to hit sometimes, is when you realize.
But I'll say, never in my fucking life, Cliff, am I going to give people heads up and try to schedule a fucking gaming night. Never once. I'm not going to be like, hey, guys, let's put it down. Let's mark it on the calendar. This night, I got this time from this time to open. You know why? Because I'm never going to grow up that much.
No, absolutely not. There's no way in hell. I am not doing the, hey, every third Thursday of the month, should we all just get together and play a video game? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, well, let me check my book. Hey, and actually in August or October, probably October 12th at around 6 p.m., we should get together and play. Like, I'm not doing that. If I'm ready to rock, I'm rocking. If nobody's on, no big deal. I'll figure out my own stuff. I'll twiddle around, you know? I also checked it. My Steam library is showing I have 8,000 hours of total game time. That seems unnaturally low.
Do you have 2 Steams?
Nope.
Have you lost a Steam account?
Nope.
That's 8,000.
8,000
by 24.
It's 317 days.
333 days. Bullshit.
That seems way low.
That's no.
That seems low.
Okay, but that doesn't all account for games launched on other browsers.
Okay, good point. Yep. Games that I use on PlayStation. Yeah, that's a good point.
That still seems low though, even just for Steam.
For Steam, yeah.
If Cliff has 12 hours only in Dota,
12,000.
Yeah.
Because I mean, alone I have 1,000 hours in PUBG. I have 1,000 hours in 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
that seems really
something's weird there.
Nah, that one doesn't make sense. That's all right.
Are games that offline taken off of your record? You know, like something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's another big one too. Games that no longer exist. Like Fear Online is another big one that I put a ton of hours in. That game just does not exist anymore. It doesn't. You can't even find it. Okay, that maybe seems a little bit more accurate at that point.
Yeah, no, somebody's like doing the old Ferris Bueller and reversing the odometer right now. I'm not buying that one.
Matilda? Matilda?
Ferris Bueller. Matilda, didn't he put like sawdust or something in like somewhere in the car or something like that? So like it would kick up and combust. You're talking about like Daniel like selling the cars and like trying to. He had a drill.
Yeah, and then went backwards on it.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like Ferris Bueller at the very end, like they joyrode his dad's Ferrari, and he had it on the.
That's
the thing on the back on reverse, trying to see if it would do it.
That's right. Okay.
Back in my day.
Oh my God. Well, you know, I'll tell you what. That I have been able to play some games. I played with Sean. Played Marvel Rivals. You know, it's fun to still, and we were talking about this the other day because we did some dope ass shit. Like some of the new like team up abilities and some of the new characters that are coming out and stuff like that. It's like,
I'm getting the itch.
Yeah, dude, I got the itch too. And we played and we made some dope ass plays. Sean was blowing people up as Iron Man. He murdered a bunch of people as Namor. Man, I was fucking melting people as Jeff the Shark. Like it was good times. It was all good times all over again. And we got those dope ass plays. I think I went one game where I was 50-9 as Squirrel Girl. And it was like, yeah, dude, it was
Squirrel pretty slept on. She's got a lot of attention for being like the furry fucking, like, you know, object of furry desire.
Yeah,
but for as silly as she looks and everything like that, like
if you can play her, and I was, oh man, we were playing against this Iron Man. I kept plinking him out of the sky. This just felt so good. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you're lob shotting nuts at people and like you can take out flyers, you're like, oh,
you had that like perfect range where it's exploding and splash damage no matter what.
Oh my God, I was having fun with it. But Sean had said he's like, this is what makes games like this in Overwatch so good. Because it's not just the games, it's those dope plays that happen while you're gaming. And it makes me understand why people are still so in love with like Call of Duty and Fortnite. Because when you make those dope plays, it fucking feels just right, dude. There's that
clip it moment.
Yes, exactly. That. Yeah. Oh my, who else saw that?
Because you're the guy that did it, you know.
Have you ever seen those Instagrammers or whatever, Jack and Megan or whatever they started? They're doing you know, they're just a couple that do whatever. Anyway, well, he plays video games as well, and he plays a lot of Apex, and he makes some dope plays on Apex, like just dope. And his whole thing is like something dope will happen, be like, oh my god, I'm cool, whatever. It's not a big deal, man. Like it's just whatever. I'm a nonchalant gamer, and then like he'll do another dope play and be like, like I said, I don't give a shit. I'm cool, man. It's, it's like stuff like that.
Yeah.
God, I think I was telling Sean this. Like, I'm not against having another round of COVID if it means that we can just not go to work and stay home and play video games.
About that a little bit.
Buff up the streaming stuff again. If I didn't have to work, I have endless money. I bought a lottery ticket, right? 288 million for a Powerball. I'm just saying, if I win, I don't have to go to work for a little bit.
Yeah.
I would start up streaming again. I would start up fucking putting more time and effort into the channel. If I mean I didn't have to go anywhere. I mean, it'd be in a few months once I bought my mansion. And
I was gonna say it wouldn't be immediate. I would be fucking off with that money for a while.
Yeah, dude. I'm taking
I thought you were gonna. Turns out touring Vietnam and banging hookers is way cooler than streaming. You don't have to worry about fucking money.
That.
Yeah, fucking like it. You know.
Because that's all we bitch about getting older, and this is something, is just time and money.
Yeah,
really. But like, even without money, it's just time. If I'm not making enough money, I'm spending all of my time working, right? And if I do make enough money, then my time is filled with doing other shit, you know, as I get older. It's like, all I need is time.
Yeah.
What I need is America to
That sounds like some shit that Dan was saying that. He's like, man, money ain't everything. You can't buy back time.
No.
I was like, I have fucking bills, Dan. I don't know what part of that you're not getting. We bitched about taxes. We bitched about inflation. Where are you finding the extra money for this time?
Yeah.
That's what I don't have.
A lot of it is just not caring, I think. Once you have stuff set up and you just stop caring, that's a whole nother thing. Because you could just not give a shit. That's easy. That's super easy. Bills, I'm not paying that. You know what I mean? Like, you can do it. Not saying it's in your best interest, but you can do it.
You're going, light turns off. All right, you got me. Light turns back on. See you in 2.5 months.
Well, what was the thing? There was a guy that hadn't paid his electricity bill in like something like 6 or 7 years, or like some crazy. Because apparently, if you call in to the electric company and say that you are going to schedule a payment on this specific date, they are unable to turn your power off. They have to keep it on because it is a commodity and a utility that is standard for living. So they cannot do it. If you call to make that offer, so if your bill is due on, say, like the 6th, and you say, I will make the payment on the 6th, and you call in, they have to keep it on. Well, then it starts a new cycle, and they can't turn the power off until the cycle is done. So you could just constantly I don't know if the loophole still works, but I do know that there are certain places that people get away with that shit all the time. They haven't paid it in like 10 years.
But what?
Again, stuff that
eventually
is like,
you're going to have to, though.
Well,
right?
Should you? Okay. Basic things, running water, electricity, a roof over your head. Should we really have to pay for those things? You know, you're not allowed to collect rainwater.
Yeah.
State of California and the federal government, it is illegal to collect rainwater.
Dude, are you trying to get me to fucking tinfoil my head?
Just
dude, we'll fucking go into it. I've watched some podcasts specifically on this subject, but don't fucking get me started.
I'm just saying, man. They're just things that we shouldn't have to pay for, you know? Why is electricity a privatized thing? Look,
don't get me fucking started. I'll text my wife to pour me a bourbon right fucking now, and we'll take a fucking turn. You thought last podcast started out bad. This one's gonna end horribly.
Horribly bad.
Let's talk about words we want to bring back.
I don't have any white hoods around. I'll just get it for Cliff.
Me neither.
Yes,
definitely don't have any of that.
Oh man, what are you looking forward to playing anything? You know what I am looking forward to? I think I'm going to oh, that's the sex doll shirt.
My alpha male shirt.
I want to play Tainted Grail.
Yeah.
Sean was talking about it.
That was one. I feel like Sean and Aaron saw the same post that I did because they've been playing Blueprints.
Right.
You just brought up Tainted Grail, and there was like this list of like what like the current top 10 games are for I think it was like Game Hero or something like that. Like they put out their top 10. Now, two of them I'm not completely on board with were whatever the Zelda games were that came out.
Well,
Breath of the Wild, like something else.
I'm not gonna buy a Switch just for that. If it's a game that's readily available on multiple different platforms,
I'm not even gonna buy the game. I have a Switch over there. I'm not gonna buy the game. Just doesn't interest me. You want to vote it there? Cool. They had. I wish I had that. They had the Blueprints on there, which I guess is like a puzzle game, which is
on Game Pass, by the way. On Game Pass.
Yeah. Talos 2.
Talos Principles 2.
Yeah. That one.
First one was
so that is just a
puzzle game.
Well, the one that they put on there, I guess, is just like it's the game. They just remastered it. They just
gotcha.
Okay. There's a couple on that list that were just straight like remasters.
Gotcha.
There's like one game that everybody's like, oh, this is just for like fucking gooners. It's nothing but fucking like hot chicks with big tits and like fucking like skimpy things. And I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. You know, I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, hey, we gotta play everything in case it winds up as game of the year.
But I guess it's just like a hack and slash or like something like that. Like, I still think we should bring back like Dead or Alive. Like, where's Dead?
Was it like Stellar Blade or something like that? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah. That's on my list of
games. And then also on there, they had like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They had Monster Hunter Wilds. They had like ones that like we would do, but they had them real low. A lot of puzzle games up there.
I think the puzzle games have kind of blown up recently. Not only that, but I've started to see now there's a big switch, and I don't know if it's because of Clair Obscur, but like turn-based games are starting to become like a thing that people are looking at. Like some new games are coming up that look like, oh, hey, this is a turn-based game. It's like, oh, you bastards, don't ride that coattail. You've got to make something unique. Don't.
Now, would you say that Baldur's Gate kind of paved the road for that? I haven't played Clair Obscur yet. Is it similar to Baldur's Gate where it is?
No, it is
turn-based initiative.
I would say Clair Obscur is closer to Final Fantasy than it is Baldur's Gate. You know what I mean? It's much more JRPG turn-based. You know, something around like, you know, Star Ocean or something like that versus, you know, Baldur's Gate.
Now, in that sense, does that make it just like a linear story then?
It's very linear. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you may have some side quests and stuff and maybe some arching paths, but not by much. Like most of the maps that you get into are like point A to point B. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's a lot of that. There is some opening, I think, again.
So maybe even similar to like Raid Shadow Legends.
That's a bold line to draw, my friend.
I mean, are you starting, going, fighting, fighting?
Okay, but Raid Shadow Legends does it for you, right? That's kind of an auto battler, right? You actually have to pick and choose what you're doing.
You can auto.
I guess.
I mean, trying to fuck it.
I can't say no.
You're really trying to get a sponsorship. You know, if you're really plugging out there and looking for that, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends,
and
then you probably play the game with your best champions, but you're also min-maxing your skills on win teams.
And you know what? And it's a lot of it has to do with like how well you keep up with yourself. So if you need to get down that factor meal diet, you know, then you can just, you know, get one of those in as well. You know, and then
I will suck dick for a sponsorship for this channel.
We'd have to
just give us something.
Who would sponsor this channel? What?
I don't know.
We don't produce any content to get sponsored.
I
don't even use any of this. I played Raid Shadow Legends for like a weekend. It was like, this is fine. It's not me.
Yeah, Sean actually got me to play Raid Shadow Legends. He like sent me some link or something like that, and I downloaded it fucking 5 years ago or something like that. And I played it a little bit before I realized I could just bring my Steam Deck along with me. And
yeah, exactly.
Game and do stuff. But I would keep playing Raid Shadow Legends. Fun thing about Raid Shadow Legends, there's like a hero called like Moss Back Growth Cup or like something like that. And the first time I heard it, I thought they were talking about that Gorlak the Destroyer girl.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like that big, like used to be a man, now she's a baddie or whatever, like that. Like I literally thought like it was like on a YouTube ad, and I was like, "What? They added her in the game?" I literally thought that's who they were talking about until I saw that it was like a tree person. the way they said it is like Gorlak the Destroyer sounded so similar to that that I thought that it made me sad because I thought that person got into Raid Shadow Legends and had like a big sponsorship. I was like, "Where's the world going?" I was actually quite pleased to find out that it was a tree person.
Yeah, you're more likely to see them in Fortnite before you are to see them in Raid Shadow Legends.
That's very true.
That's gross to think about, man. I kind of can't wait for Borderlands 4.
See, me neither.
Is that wrong?
But I'm scared.
I don't know if I can.
Because once again, what's the last one that really fucking like did us dirty on nostalgia?
God, it's been a while. Name a game, dude. What are you talking about? That did us dirty.
Actually, it could have been the last Borderlands. Tiny Tina's
was pretty
adventure.
Rough.
I know we were talking about that a lot. What else was like a nostalgia game that was gonna get us?
What, Assassin's Creed? Fucking Battlefield?
Oh, I gave up on Assassin's Creed a long time ago. Battlefield, I already had my like. I feel like there was one. Was it Halo?
No. Well, no. Okay, you're talking about nostalgia. The ones that really screwed us over. What was it? What
the Diablo?
Oh yeah, Diablo's the one. Woo! No,
could have been Diablo.
God, dang it.
Diablo started off strong.
Okay, I think it was the last few things that have come out that we've really been disappointed on have been the developing teams, where we had so much faith in who had done something prior that then when we played the game, we're like, oh God, not Enshrouded. What was the other one? Fuck. Come on.
Like Enshrouded?
Cards. We did this. It's so bad. We keep forgetting the name.
Gwent? Cards?
Oh man. Oh my God.
Cards.
Yeah, use the realms. Use the cards for the realms.
Nightingale.
No,
but I'm talking about like what I know we've talked about it. Like what game were we stoked for that like nostalgia was the driving force behind it. And we're like, God, I just hope they do it right. Maybe it was Diablo.
It might have been. Well, Diablo 4 was dope, dude. I liked Diablo 4. It was so
until
good.
season 1.
Until season 1, and then it was like, you bastards.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening here?
Like we beat the game, and then it's just like all the content that went forward was all just like live service, season battle pass shit like that. And there just really wasn't much behind it.
I kind of want to download Diablo 4 and just see where it's at.
I think about
you know what I mean?
Often.
Like, yeah, I thought about that not too long ago. I was like, I just to see where it's, because my cousin still plays. When I talked to him a while back, he was like, yeah, I have not stopped. I've played every season that's come out. I've played it. And I'm like, okay, so it is still good. And he's like, yeah, it's amazing. I have so much fun playing it. And I'm like, okay, well then you obviously don't dump money into all the season pass and stuff like that. Or if you do, then I mean, it's not the kicker for you. So it is just something. Because Diablo 3 seasons were dope too, like the changes in the armor sets and the things that you could do and like re-rolling the characters and stuff. That was kind of cool. So I'm feeling like now Diablo 4, as it has gotten to its season, whatever the hell it is, season 12 or whatever it's at now, maybe it is good. Maybe it is worth getting back in and playing, and it feels like a fresh game.
I don't know because I kind of feel if you were to like, not gun to my head, but if you were to give me a choice, like, okay, you could play this or this, and you put Diablo 2 remastered or Diablo 4, I'd pick the remastered. And I think like the driving force behind that, I get seasons and you're chasing down stuff like that. I kind of don't want to do that with that game.
Yeah.
For me, I would rather grind and just grind for those like min-maxing, like your fucking like runes and like, you know, try for like the big builds. You're looking for a 6-socket fucking Curus, and you've been through there like how many times? You got like big raiding parties and everybody's hitting it, and then it comes a cancerous, like everybody's grabbing all the loot from Diablo or from the Mephisto at the drop.
So the seasons are kind of cool because when a season ends, you don't lose your character; they just get put into legacy, and so you can still play that character.
Want the FOMO though.
Yeah, but
I don't want to play because I'm like, oh, I need to get to the end of this battle pass to get this. I want there to be something that I can keep grinding to go for.
Agreed. Battle pass aside, the season itself, if you didn't play it for the battle pass, for the cosmetics and all the other shit that came with, I don't even know what's on the battle pass anymore. I've been so far disconnected from Diablo. I have no idea what that is, but just the idea of playing a new character at the start of a season and then a new season coming up and then seeing what the tweaks are and then starting over again is like a Tarkov wipe.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
I get that. I do get that part of it.
I would be okay to try out Diablo. Actually, now that we're talking about it,
I also kind of like when like Diablo is like you could only have a certain amount of characters.
Yeah.
On like D2.
Yeah.
So you had to like really like commit, you know.
Yeah, but there wasn't.
Like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this build. I'm going to have.
There wasn't.
You didn't have every kind of sorcerer.
Sure, but
or sorceress or whatever.
They didn't have seasons. They didn't have a reason for you to. People would. What would people do when they wanted to do that? They would just delete their character. They would just put all the good shit in a chest and delete your character.
You gotta really commit. Like, okay, am I getting rid of?
But I mean, that's
180 hours worth of.
It's such a small thing. Like you're just trying to like gatekeep a thing where it's like, fine, just make a 60 character roster versus like just deleting a character and then not having to go back. Like, yeah, the commitment's there, but is it really that great? Could you imagine? It's like, oh God, what was one of the games that came out not too long ago that was like, oh, well, if you wanted to start a new character, the only way to do it is to delete your save and start over from scratch. And it was like, oh, people were like, well, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to just play the other storyline or play a different character. It's like, yeah, that's fine, but you have to delete your character to like start it over. And it's like, oh man, that sounds gross, you know? I don't want to do shit like that. What's the same thing with like Elden Ring, you know, or the Souls games. I like having my main character that's got everything on it that I've leveled up and done everything on it. And then I like having my other characters where they're just like my knockarounds. I'm just going to do like a rapier, like, you know, faith build, you know, type of thing. And then that's all I do. I just want time. I'm going to start sectioning off days of my life to just, I think it's the same thing. Because like I read, you know what I mean? I try and sit down and I read every day. I try and
like sands and the hourglass. These two are the days of our lives.
Touched by an Angel?
No, Days of Our Lives.
I know.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Touched by an Angel?
Yes, of course I did.
I'm
sorry. Was I a kid that didn't have like satellite TV or cable? Yeah. Was I watching Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman against my own will, but I just wanted to watch TV? Yeah. Why do I know everything about the series MASH? Because that's the only channel I got. Yeah.
Living with my grandmother, that was it. Man, it was Touched by an Angel, Murder She Wrote. I didn't discover Friends until I was already into my early teens. But yeah, I want Borderlands because I've been following it. I've been seeing some of the new characters, some of the new stuff that they're doing. It seems interesting enough that it could be just like a good.
It could be a good little. It could be worth the money and the time.
I think I'm going to.
I am still pissed about their collector's edition. That still irks me. Like every now and then, I'm just driving and I get pissed at a red light.
I don't think I'm going to buy their the collector's edition or the thing. It's so hard because it's like some of the dope shit you get for getting the collector's edition. Not the physical copy collector's edition, just like the ultimate edition that you can buy on Steam. That's like $120 or whatever the fuck it is. It's like all the DLCs whenever they come out. You know, you have that. It's the old school shit like that, and then it's like the skins and stuff. And it's like, is it really necessary? No, but I also feel like I bought every other single Borderlands at that like price point. I feel weird not doing it.
But we had physical editions then.
I mean, yeah, but I also bought Borderlands 3 twice because I bought it on. I technically bought it 3 times because I had it on Epic. Because remember, it wasn't on Steam. That was the only way to play. It was on fucking Epic. So I bought it on Epic, but on Steam when it finally came out, and I had it on PlayStation 4. Now I just have to buy it on Steam. So I want to wait.
I just said that, like, we had physical copies now, but now I look back, like, our physical copies don't do anything. You probably can't like download all the stuff if you don't have it on a hard drive already, which I don't.
Yeah. Here's the thing that kicks me in the teeth. If I went and bought a physical copy of a game right now and didn't have the internet, would I be able to play the game?
Nope. No, none of them. Not one of them.
Not one of them, right? There's no way to do that. They don't even. There's no way, right? Like I don't know. I don't know.
Go back to like PS3 days.
But that's what I'm saying. If I bought a new
like
Xbox
PS4,
One
there was something where like
or
you'd
a
have to
PlayStation 5 game,
an update. Yeah, no.
Because there's day one patches, there's all different things, but it's like there's also like the downloadable stuff. Like I plug in a brand new physical
it's
copy.
Not even the game.
Yeah,
you put it in.
It's like 65 gigs of download or something.
It's like downloading like a Windows like application launcher. Like that's what you're basically doing, and then it's pulling everything from the internet.
So if I just,
God, I'm gonna start working on a list of just like Xbox games and like PlayStation games, and I'm just gonna start slowly collecting them off eBay. Like whatever, like the greatest, like all the games that I wish I had, that like no matter what, if I put it in, it will work.
Yeah, because the day will come where we're living off of like generators. You know what I mean? And like the last thing we'll have is whatever physical copy game that'll work.
Yeah, nuclear war is happening, and we're like, thank God I spent this money on Xbox. Unplugging your fridge so you can get fucking Truth and Reconciliation in one more time.
Oh my God, dude. If you had to have one old game, and we're talking about previous gens, not like PlayStation 4 time period, not everything up to the day, but like, let's just say PS3 and before. So PS3, Xbox 360, and anything before then, all the way up to Atari, if you want to go that route. What would be the one old game that you think you can just have and play? Console based.
I'm kind of leaning. I feel like the obvious answer is like a Metal Gear Solid game for me. Because I feel like it tackles like a lot of different genres all within it. You know, it's a very well-rounded game. But I'm also thinking almost like Rogue Faction.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, because I know that I did this in Montana. I brought it up there, but I didn't have anybody to fucking play with. And so, you could turn on AI bots and you could change like what their difficulty. And I just used to play like multiplayer matches until like the difficulty got too easy, and then you slide it up again.
Yeah,
keep doing that. I think you could do that with like some of like the Unreal tournaments that I played too.
Yep, Unreal for sure. Bots were huge in Unreal. Oh man, okay. So like I'm tossed.
But I also want something that has like a little bit of a story to it too.
Oh, okay. Because like I'm thinking like Call of Duty 4 or like Modern Warfare 2. Or like Skate or like Skate 3 or something.
I mean, ever since we talked about that Tony Hawk like fucking board, I've been kind of thinking about like getting like, didn't a new Tony Hawk just come out?
Yeah, 3 and 4. So me and Cliff picked up the 1 and 2 combo, and then they just released 3 and 4. But I guess 3 and 4.
Oh, is it just like a remaster then?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's not all new.
It's redesigned from the ground up. It's new. It's all the same maps and all the same stories and all the stuff. Well, they changed a bunch of stuff in 3 or 4 or something like that. People aren't really happy about it. But it's like, it's redesigned. It's new engine, new everything, and they just kind of did it 1 for 1. Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake was fucking dope, man. It was a lot of fun. It was like going back and hitting that nostalgia point and like being like, this is fucking cool, dude. I miss riding around and doing this stuff, you know?
Yeah. Sucks getting old, man.
Dude, it sucks getting old.
I'm just thinking about, like, you're talking about, I'm just thinking about that half pipe where you bust through like the
glass
overhead thing and you hit over. Yeah. The glass.
Is it the hanger?
Is it Burnquist? Yeah.
The hanger. Yep. Or when you're out on Venice Beach or whatever, and you got to do the bum hops when you got to like ollie over the bums that are laid on the ground. There's like 7 of them or whatever.
Fuck, dude.
Tony Hawk 2 was so good because you can play Spider-Man in that game.
I might just go download fucking that right now.
Yeah. Dude, and that's the worst part about getting
nothing new is good. We've already done all the good ideas.
I was just gonna say nothing new is good. Very few new is good. Clair Obscur was good. Tainted Grail seems to be pretty good. Like, but it's at the point where like, hey, these great games were so great, we're just re-releasing them. Here's Oblivion. Here's Skyrim for the 20th time. Here's Tony Hawk, you know?
Fucking hell.
All right, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna go blow my fucking brains out.
Fucking man, yeah.
Yes. Last podcast. All around me are familiar faces.
We're just we're Brett Favre in life, dude. We should have called it a while ago.
Oh man, we're the local town cop that wasn't anything cooler than a jock in high school.
Yeah.
Christ almighty. All right. Enjoy yourselves. Do something with your lives. Go out and fucking touch grass. It's not that important. Games aren't that important. No. Internet's not that important. Nobody's fucking important. Read a book. Be fun. All right, we're out of here. Bye.